What's up, guys? How's it going? Did you miss me? No, I'm kidding. Anyway, today we're gonna go into the minor sixth first inversion, right? Because we've covered the root position already. I'm gonna jump straight into it. Let's take it in the key of C, okay? So we're playing a minor triad, root position, and we're adding that sixth note or sixth degree, which is A. So this is how the shape is gonna look like. Now, for the first inversion, you already know you have to take the bottom to the top, okay? The bottom note. So this C is gonna become the C at the top. So this is how it's gonna be looking, really. So as per usual, we're just gonna analyze the shape just to make it easier for us to recognize it when we see it and to play faster. So let's have a look. First thing I would say is, what do we notice? The notes of the key in question, which C, is at the top. Okay, so your 1 is at the top, your minor 3 is at the bottom, and the 5th is in the middle. And this already tells you is a first inversion because this rule applies to all first inversions. Okay, it's 3, 5, 1, and then all you have to do is add the sixth note that you already know, because as I said, if you know all your degrees and all the keys, it will be so quick for you to recognize the right degree for what key you're in. Okay, so I already know it's A, so all I'm doing is adding this A note to the first inversion shape that is already there, that I can already recognize. Or you can think of it as adding a note, okay, a whole step from the 5th degree, or from the G in this case. Okay, so if I play my first inversion and I add the note, a tone note, or a whole step from the G or the 5th degree, I will be playing my minor 6 chord first inversion. Now let's take a couple more keys just so you know you can grasp the concept properly. So let's take F sharp. Okay, so I already know how the F minor first inversion shape looks like. Okay, so you have your minor 3rd note, which is A. Then you have your 5th note, or 5th degree, sorry, which is C sharp. And then you have the 1 at the very top, okay, which is F sharp. So all I'm doing now is, number 1, I can add the notes a whole step from that 5th degree, which is C sharp. So I'm adding that D sharp. Or I can simply just add the D sharp, because I already know the 6th degree of F sharp is D sharp or E flat. So personally, I prefer method number 2 or method B, because I don't have to do an extra work to calculate tones, okay, and steps. All I have to do is literally play that first inversion and add the notes in question to make it a first inversion minor 6. Okay, so let's take another last key. Let's do E. Okay, so I know my first inversion in E is this. Why? Because I have the 5th, I have the minor 3rd at the bottom, 5th note in the middle, and then my 1 is at the very top. Okay, E. So all I'm doing now is adding that 6th note. I already know it's C sharp, okay, or the whole step from the 5th degree, which is C sharp anyways, right? It's pretty easy. So the more you know and the more you've ingrained all the degrees of all the keys in your head, the easier it's going to be to recognize all these chords, and it's not going to look like something crazy and overwhelming. You can literally build them yourself, okay, from scratch, without having to like look at ridiculous videos telling you just the notes to play. You can actually build it intelligently from scratch and recognize them when you see them. All right, so I'm gonna play it in all keys as per usual, right and left hand separately, and then both hands chromatically up and down. Fingering, same thing all the times pretty much. So if we go back into C, I would say thumb on the minor 3rd. You can put index on the 5th, in my opinion, On the 6th, you can put the middle, and then the pinky will be on the 1. Okay. I could swap if I wanted to and put the middle on the 5th and the ring finger on the 6th degree. But again, it depends where you're coming and going. So whatever's comfortable for you. Left hand, same thing, but opposite, let's say mirrored. So pinky on the minor 3rd note, middle or ring finger on the 5th degree or the 5th note, and then you have your 6th degree. You could put the index if you wanted to, or if you use the ring finger, then you could put the middle instead, and then the thumb is always on the 1, okay? C. But personally, I prefer it this way. So pinky, middle, index, and thumb. But again, it all depends on your movement from what chord to what chord, you know, you're going to. All right, perfect. Right, let's get into it.